Bahubali The Conclusion is one of the best graphical movie, the masterpiece that was made by S.S. Rajamouli in Indian history. And today we're going to see some of the mistakes in that movie.
This video is just for entertainment. This is not to criticize anyone. If you like this video, please click a like button below. If you guys want to see any other movies, comment below.
In the entrance scene of Bahubali, Bahubali comes out of a huge door pushing a Ganesh idol. He breaks the huge door like a little stick. We can also see the change in the door dimension. First they show us a huge door which converts into a small one. We can also see clearly that there is change in the thickness of the door. And in the first place, how did Bahubali know that the elephant is going to go rogue in that place before temple and he need to ultimately save Sivagami Devi? If he did know that the elephant is blocking the path and he need to save Sivagami Devi, so he need to stop that elephant, so he went to bring that big Ganesh idol. But who closed the door from the back so that he need to break the door open? Did Balal Dev did that? After hitting that elephant with the Ganesh idol, the elephant becomes normal. So here's a tip from the Bahubali guys: if you see a rogue elephant, hit it with a bus or a car, it will become normal. In this scene, Devasena cuts the cloth into 2 pieces, but in the next scene there are more than 2 pieces. Wow, Devasena is faster than Flash, bro. When Bahubali and Katappa started traveling, they didn't have any weapons with them. But in this scene we can see that axe coming from his hand. Where did the axe come from? It is like GTA, just select the weapon and you can use the weapon wherever, whenever you want. In this scene we can clearly see axe falling away, but in the next scene it appears in front of Bahubali. In this scene, Bahubali throws a sword onto the ground and axe comes up. Wow, hidden talent. He also has magnetic powers in this movie. In this scene, Bahubali puts the axe behind him. In the next scene, it disappears. As I already told you guys, it's just like GTA. In this scene, Bahubali hits the arrow with an arrow. How did it deflect it towards the wild boar? Bahubali can throw 3 arrows at a time. It's good, but the direction of the arrows changes automatically. Bahubali takes arrows from his back pouch and throws at the enemies, but the number of arrows in his back pouch never decreases. Another Flash cliche. Here we can see there is no axe in his both hands, but in the next scene it magically appears on his hands. In this scene, Bahubali fights outside the wall. In the next scene, he appears to be fighting inside the kingdom. Bahubali don't even lay their legs on the pole, but he is running on the pole. Here we can see bulls are not connected with ropes, but in the next scene they take down the dam. Bahubali was just on the top of the dam, but in the next scene he disappears. Here we can see there is no shield behind his shirt, but the shield appears in the next scene. In this scene, Devasena is just crazy. She beats the man with torch who saved the kingdom from enemies. Normal people don't do that. In what way does a cloth worn by Bahubali or any other can burn like that in that manner? And he doesn't even have a burning injuries. Guys, another hidden quality of Bahubali is that he is fire resistant. In this scene there are no spears in the background, but in the next scene there are 2 spears in the background. Where did they come from? In this scene there is no stone behind Bahubali, but in the next scene the stone appears. Where did the stone come from? When Bahubali was full grown, Katappa's age was 65 years old. When Sivudu is full grown, he should be around 80-85 years old. But at that age he can still fight in the war. Amarendra Bahubali had a training in sword. He has a skillful and hard training when he was in kingdom. But Sivudu, who is Mahendra Bahubali, didn't have any training, but he can use sword. How can he use sword? In Bahubali Part 2, they didn't share any information how Balal Deva got his son. Mahendra Bahubali throws an arrow at the head of the Balal Deva's son to reach his father. How did he travel that long distance? And the head have no wound that can be done by the arrow because it went through the head. Mahendra Bahubali has very small army, whereas Balal Deva has very huge army. They don't have any chance of beating the Balal Deva's army, but still he manages to win the war. How can anyone survive from the wave of arrows? But Bahubali did survive from this. Inspired from Angry Birds, this shield is stronger than the Captain America's shield. How did they manage to bend the tree? And where did the pulley come from? How did they install the pulley? If a human can fall from that distance, his whole bones will be crushed. But these people are just inhumanly strong, so they survived. This shield don't even have a handle. How they supposed to hold it? In last few scenes, Mahashmati is filled with soldiers. Where did the people go? How did Balal Deva anticipate that arrow? There's a crack on this floor in this scene. In the next scene, it disappears. We can see cracks here before the impact. Balal Deva's weapon, the Gada, has a small handle, a 1 meter long handle. How the hell these many meters of chain is coming from that handle? And where is the mechanism that retracts the chain back? The fight these two are having is humanly impossible. It's like two Hulks beating each other up. Bahubali and Balal Deva were fighting at one end of the golden statue. How did they blow up the whole platform? There is no chance that these two survived from this incident, but they did survive. When golden statue was collapsed, only the head breaks from the rest of the statue and destroys the bridge which was put on fire by the Bijul Deva. And what a coincidence. How I don't even have words how this happened. Sivudu applies Vibhuti on his chest where blood is present, but in the next scene, the blood appears on the Vibhuti. Here we can see blood on his forehead, but in the next scene, the blood disappears. When Sivudu wounds the chain around the hand, there is no extra length to beat Balal Deva, but in the next scene, it appears, the extra length. Whenever Sivudu wants to catch the Balal Deva with chain, the chain automatically attaches itself. Well, these are some of the mistakes which I found in Bahubali 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please click a like button below if you like the video. Please subscribe to our channel. If you want to see any other videos, please click on the links that are given on the screen. Have a great day.